All right. Welcome in, everybody. It is Phil Nagy. It is Kit Nagy. You are watching Nagy on Sports. It's time for our official beginning of this Browns regular sim season. Excited to be doing it with you. Obviously, a lot of intrigue here with the Browns against Baker, of course, and excited to see what this thing looks like for real. And gosh, just a little less than 24 hours now, but first, we have the sim. Kid, how we doing?
I'm doing great. Browns football is back. Can't wait. So excited for that. This obviously, I think, was setting up to be a bit of a Sleepy Hollow first game. And then the Browns traded Baker Mayfield to the Panthers. And here we are with all kinds of storylines, all kinds of intrigue in this one. And certainly an interesting matchup. You know, a lot of folks are counting the Browns out, which I don't really understand. But you have to think they've got a better overall roster. But you know, certainly going to have to play some good football in order to come away with a win. And you know that Baker Mayfield, for one, will be fired up for this one. And, of course, you've got a healthy Christian McCaffrey. So, big matchup.
Indeed, you do. Welcome in, Mason. Welcome in, Mitchell. Welcome in, 504. Let's get this thing popping. Cade York puts toe to leather. It'll be taken from about the 3 and returned just past the 22, the 23-yard line by the kick returner. So, don't get me super mad at me if the 53 isn't perfect for Carolina. It's right for the Browns. I can't promise it's good for Carolina. And actually, even at that, it's not right for the Browns because I didn't call up Rochelle from the practice squad yet. So,
right, and
we'll see if he's even active.
I think Miller got called up.
That's true. I did forget to take Greedy out. So, oh well. We're not going to be able to be identical with the injuries as such. First play of the game, Baker's going to roll left. He's getting chased by everybody, including Miles, and Miles will rip him to the ground as Baker throws it out of bounds. First play of the game, and Miles hits Baker.
Yeah, Miles saying hello right out the gate.
Right out the gate. Here's McCaffrey, jump cut to the right side. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and then a couple of more, back to the original line of scrimmage, rather. 3rd and 8 here.
Yeah, and JOK and on that tackle, expect to see a lot of that McCaffrey and JOK action together.
Mayfield fires deep to the left side and over everybody's head. It looked like DJ Moore was over there, and it went over everybody's head. A little bit of juice maybe from Baker. A little excited about that first deep shot, and it overthrows everybody. Here's Felton on the punt return. He'll spin out of the first tackle and then go down.
I'm interested to see what Felton is in his second year of return man duties. I think he's got the talent to be very good there. He's got that shiftiness that you need, that very quick twitch, elusiveness. If he can put it all together, hopefully he can show some spark this season.
1st and 10, first give of the day, and it's going to be to Kareem Hunt. He sort of spins off the first tackler, and they'll give him credit for a yard. That was a weird-looking play. Damian Wilson, the middle linebacker, coming over from the Chiefs, I believe. Here's a second down. Stretch it to the left side. One more broken tackle from Kareem, and 2 plays and 2 runs, but it sets up a 3rd and 7. And they did star up some run plays on Stefanski's playbook to try to get some more running involved. Brissett with time, and he will grossly outthrow everyone and way out of bounds, and so the Browns will also go 3 and out. So both defenses start strong. And here's a punt from Bajorquez.
Oh, they hit the kicker on that. I don't know. There should be a penalty.
Not sure. I don't see the flag emblem that popped up on the side.
No, they definitely at least ran into Bajorquez there, but no flag coming. Interesting.
5 yards on a 3rd and 7 wouldn't have done it this particular time. 1st and 10. Welcome in, James. Welcome in, Fellegren. Here's a deep shot on the post, and he's got Moore right in front of Greedy again. Told you we did not match up the injuries because I ran myself out of time, and DJ Moore frozen in carbonite right there. On the first play, a big strike though from Baker, his first completion, and it goes for a big first down to DJ Moore. In the future, I'll try to do it with the Browns. I just didn't have time, and I got to bop right out of here for a gig after this, so I'll take responsibility for that if Greedy has like a crazy game and is the reason that the Browns would win in the sim. 2nd and 8. Baker, pressure coming from Miles again, and he'll get hit as he throws it incomplete. It looked like McCaffrey kind of tried to catch it with one arm. Greg Newsome right there on the coverage.
Yeah, contesting the catch point. Nicely done from Newsome.
Here's pressure again right up the middle. It's a short throw to the right side, and he'll be ripped to the ground. That's Ian Thomas, the tight end. And will actually end up losing a yard on that particular play. -2 actually on the catch. And that's going to be another punt coming up here, for the Carolina Panthers.
Yeah.
And of course, Johnny Hecker, the new punter here in Carolina.
That's right. A very good one, too, at that. But certainly, as he's going to drop a beauty.
Yeah, as we're going to see right now.
That's a beauty
there.
You go. But certainly pressure early and often here affecting Baker Mayfield, and that's going to be a recipe for success if you can get him under pressure. We all know, having watched Baker in practice, he is, or in game situations, he is not great under pressure. That is definitely the way to win.
Indeed. Here's a 1st and 10 from the 3. First touch of the day for Chubb. Big hole to the right side, past the 10, past the first down, 15. Breaking tackles to the 21. How about 18 on his first touch of the game for Nick Chubb?
Yeah, love it. Looks super motivated. And that was just a sweet run. Is just refusing to go down there, and then takes more contact and continues to gain yardage. Love it.
Yep, look at them bowling over Jeremy Chin there, that kind of safety hybrid linebacker. Nice run. Hey, Marlo, welcome in. Go Browns. Hey, Chris G. Ace formation. They're going to give it to Kareem up the middle, and he'll kind of spin his way through Julian Stanford for another 2 yards. 2nd and 8. So commitment to the run early. A couple of stars seem to have helped that. Now here's a stretch to the left side to Chubb. He's got the corner, and then Derek Brown kind of drags him down from behind. Sets up a 3rd and 6. Like maybe Njoku is going to go in motion. He'll reset. Back to pass. Brissett now. He's 0 for 1 in the day. He fires. Caught in traffic and then knocked out late. Looked like Cooper had it in his hands, and when he was coming down to the ground, kind of ran into another Panther defender. And another punt for the Browns.
Yeah, you got to hold on to those going to the ground. I expect Cooper to do so. Once he gets his initial hands on it, I doubt that ball would be coming out after it.
Here's McCaffrey returning the punts, and he'll be pushed out of bounds by the coverage team. Chase Winovich over there as well. Yeah, we'll have to see. He had it, and there was one of those came down, and the ball hit the back of another player. So we'll have to see how that translates to the real game. There's pressure up the middle from Elliott, and it forces an incompletion as Baker took it right in the chin from Jordan Elliott.
Yeah, that pressure, again, very much established in early goings of this one.
Here's Baker, out route, dropped by Robbie Anderson, right with Denzel Ward in his shadow, ready to swipe it out of there. Incomplete, 3rd and 10. Baker back to pass. Another 4-man rush for the Browns. This time Clowney gets around, but pushed way right. Deep and way out of bounds. Are they going to give a bailout PI on that?
That's terrible if so.
Oh, gosh. 42-yard penalty on a ball that was 5 yards out of bounds.
Yeah, there was no way anyone could come away with that as a completed catch. That's just a terrible referee job right there.
Oh, that is gross indeed. Now they're setting up screen right side to McCaffrey. He's got blockers, gets around Ward to the 10, to the 5, to the 3, and down at the 1-yard line. 1st and goal. Panthers, as they finally are realizing to maybe get the ball to Christian McCaffrey. He goes for 19 on his first touch through the air. 1st and goal now from the 1 for Mayfield and the Panthers. Yep, a Madden gift there for sure. Right side, completely untouched. McCaffrey into the end zone. Touchdown, Panthers, to start off the scoring here today. Welcome in, George. So again, McCaffrey into the end zone. First score of the day does belong to Carolina. Nice block there. You can see by the fullback, kind of blocking 3 different players there is Giovanni Ricci. But again, the strong assist to Madden on the really, really awful defensive pass interference call. 5 yards out of bounds and a 42-yard gain on the penalty.
Yep, and obviously you don't want the penalty, but when the ball is that far out of bounds too, at the same time you got to help yourself out and not even put yourself in a position where a penalty could be called. You see the ball trajectory like that, just hands off, get away from the player. I mean, it's not even worth it. There's no way he comes away with that catch. So
Felton from the goal line out to the 25, and that will bring The Browns onto the field. They've been decent in running the football, but Jacoby Brissett yet to complete a pass here to start the 2022 campaign. He's under center Ethan Posick. They'll give it to Kareem Hunt on the right side. He's right into the mass of white jerseys. They'll give him 3 this time, 2nd and 7. Posick snaps it back. Nick Chubb up the middle. His second run goes for another first down. Give him 9, rather his third run. I forgot about that run in the previous drive. Big run, first down for Chubb.
Yeah, very nice run there. Nice hole created up front, and certainly like the dedication to the run game in the early goings of this one.
Here's some 13 personnel. Our first look, actually I guess it's just 12. I thought there were 3 tight ends on that line. Just 2, I would say. Our first look at Jesse James, maybe in person. Brissett wide open this time. Cooper took a long time to get across the field on the dig, but 22 yards and a first down for Amari Cooper.
Well, the beauty of this is that was set up by the run game, because you've got some passing lanes opening up with that defense kind of creeping the line after the Browns had been running the ball pretty consistently. Caught him a little bit napping in the zone, and Brissett able to hit a wide open Cooper.
Hi, Karen. Welcome in. Go Browns indeed. First completion of the day for Brissett, and it was a good one. He's back to pass again. Max protect with Kareem. Left side on the sideline. Knocked out of bounds. No catch. He went for Cooper once again. Just took a long time to kind of decide to throw it there. 2nd down at 10. Chubb right side to the 45, or excuse me, to the 35 rather. Give him 6 more and sets up 3rd and 4 as he's averaging over 7 a carry to start with. Actually over 8 a carry right now. 3rd and 4, Brissett fires a seed over the middle, caught, first down. Peoples-Jones at the 14, his first catch of the campaign, and it's a big one. Browns into the red zone.
And you can't understate that 2nd and 10 run. Getting that yardage, getting on schedule for 3rd and 4 opens up the playbook, and a beautiful play to follow.
There's a little weak eye look with Kareem Hunt in there as the fullback. Chubb kind of bounces off the back of Posick for 2, 2nd and 8. There's some 13 personnel, and our look at big Jesse James at the top of that formation, number 81. They'll run right behind him with Chubb. He's around the corner, and he's going to go down at the 9-yard line. Nice tackle there for the linebacking core. That's Damian Wilson again, coming over from the Chiefs in free agency. 3rd and 5, Brissett, and he will take the dreaded red zone sack. Shaq Thompson got back there, as well as it looked like maybe Brian Burns. Couldn't tell who the other player was, but Shaq Thompson on the blitz. It was Brian Burns who beat a not quite all the way healthy yet Jack Conklin on the right side, which means it's our first chance to look at Cade York.
So is that actually what Jesse James is going to wear, number 81?
I believe so, yes.
Cool. Hadn't heard that yet.
Hold out of Kellen Mond. Technically the backup by ratings is a higher rating than Dobbs. So he will be the backup, at least in place kick holding duties, if nothing else.
That's because nobody but the Browns fans have seen Dobbs in action. He's got almost no time in the spotlight. But hey, when the lights come on, he's already kind of shown us at least that he's got what it takes to be the number 2, and so I'm sure Matt will catch up eventually.
He sure does. All right, Baker back out on the field. I formation. They've got a 7-3 lead, 3:31 to go here, first quarter. On our official beginning of the year sim, and how about JJ3 leading a bevy of brown jerseys. 2-yard loss for Run CMC. Yep,
and JOK right there involved again. Obviously, he's going to be a huge part of that matchup. Watch for that, because he's going to be in coverage quite a bit, and all picking him up out of the backfield, and also those stretch plays. So he's going to be a big part of being able to shut Run CMC down, hopefully.
Indeed, a little drag across the middle to the tight end as Miles got free around right tackle Taylor Moton. And keep an eye on the left tackle, of course, Ricky, first-round pick, Ike Ekwonu there, 3rd and 5. Now Baker back to pass. Surveying the field, now he'll roll, and he's going to go down. It was Miles who got him first. And then I think Clowney maybe cleans up for the other half of the sack. Jordan Elliott in there as well. Big 3rd down sack for the Demolition Dogs.
Yeah, it was huge. Big sack here, and that pressure had been there pretty much all day affecting the throws, but that one just gets home as Baker's not trusting what he saw downfield and unable to release it.
Miles and Clowney on the half sacks themselves. Here's Felton from his own 32, and he'll go down pretty quickly. Right there, $1:48 to go here in the first quarterback out on the field. The Browns with a touch of momentum now to their side after that sack. Been running the ball very well. Brissett's been meh so far. Hasn't made the big mistake other than, I suppose, the red zone sack, which doesn't really hurt you because they still converted the field goal. Little rollout, kind of flare out of the pocket there to Njoku.
No, James had not seen those results.
Yes, we have not seen that, but I missed Greedy Williams too, so it will be impossible for me to try to replicate every single injury. So you get to have your starting center, and we get to have our 4th/3/5th corner. Has a throw to the left side of the Chief, and he holds on for a first down. Nice play there.
Yeah, I like that. That was sweet. Threw it to the outside where just David could get it, and then able to come away with a nice catch coming back to the ball, but staying just that side of the sticks where he needed to be.
Indeed, great play there against a cornerback, no less, as well. Here's a shotgun on 1st and 10. They'll throw it this time. Chubb stays in to help. He floats it, caught kind of over the middle, kind of an awkward-looking play, but David Bell goes up and snags it for 7, and that's the end of the first quarter. At least I got the jerseys right for you, James. I got Carolina in their whites for you. And the Browns will be wearing brown over white because of it. All right, flip it over. 15 minutes on to the clock now. Just a touch of wind aided from this side. Chubb, right side, big hole, 40, 35 to the 30 before he's even touched. How about 20 yards before he's even touched to the ground? First down, Browns.
Yeah, sweet read on that bounce cut. It read it just right, and nobody able to maintain the contain outside of it because it was well blocked on the stretch on that zone. So Chubb takes advantage, and nobody there downfield until much later to tackle him.
Indeed, here's a quick little out route. Looked like the bench concept there, and it's 6 yards. First catch of the day for Abercrombie. Harrison Bryant, 2nd and 4, shotgun look now. Play action. Now there looks like they may be setting up screen, but it'll go over the middle to Peoples-Jones. Little dig from the right side. 1st and goal now to the 8-yard line. Looked like maybe Chubb was kind of pulling up for a screen on the right side. He definitely flared out and took Shaq Thompson with him. You can see right there, bottom of the replay. Nice play design there for Stefanski and the Browns. Another ace formation here. They've been in a lot. Kareem checks into the game now. Brissett gives it to Kareem up the middle, fighting his way forward for 3 yards, just running so tough to start the game. Kareem Hunt, just 6 carries, but 9 hard-earned yards. And now Chubb into the game, just back and forth. The 1-2 punch here for sure. He'll stay in max protect. Firing left side, caught end zone! Touchdown, Browns! Cooper has the first touchdown as a Brown, and they take the 10-7 lead, kick pending.
Yep, that was just boxing a guy out with his body, protecting the ball from the defender, and able to come away with a nice contested catch. Nicely done there.
That's C.J. Henderson, the corner, on coverage. Second time he was unfortunately on the wrong end of the highlight. He was on that 3rd down catch with David Njoku as well there, number 24. And Coop gets into the end zone. First Browns touchdown pass of the Jacoby Brissett era and the Amari Cooper era as those two connect with 12:44 on the clock here in the first half. 10-7. Phil Nagy, Kit Nagy joining you here for Nagy on Sports. Appreciate everybody being on with us and joining us for our official pre-game sim, as we'll always get the Browns games simmed before they happen in real life. Appreciate you joining us here, and this one is Baker and the boys back out onto the field now, trailing 7-3, or 7-10 rather. Easy for me to say. Give it up the middle. Whoop, just kidding. Fake it to McCaffrey. Now he'll dump it to McCaffrey on the right side. Nice tackle in space by Newsome, but then he'll actually get thrown off by McCaffrey, and then Ward cleans it up as Greg Newsome thrown down, but slows him up enough for a teammate to come help out.
Yeah, I really want Newsome to wrap that up and complete the tackle and not get thrown off in that spot, because although he did hold him up, which kept him from that first down, you really would like him to make the tackle at first contact.
First down run there up the middle for McCaffrey, who is currently sitting at 5 carries for 8 yards. So the Browns have done a pretty nice job containing him out of the backfield so far now, 6 for 11. And again, he does have that 1-yard touchdown courtesy of the giant PI penalty. They'll go again, a little bit of an outside zone. Look, ball's out, it's picked up. It was stripped by JOK, and Newsome's got it First down, Browns at the 32-yard line.
And what a game JOK has had already in this one, as he was right there on McCaffrey again. I told you to watch that matchup. There it is again as he comes up and strips the ball, filling the hole nicely. Then while they're going to the ground, he's able to just work it loose. And the Browns are going to take over. That was a thing of beauty.
Not even a booth review there, just a straight old turnover. As you could tell, he kind of stopped him up, and then Clowney came from behind. Wasn't tell if it was Clowney with the punch or JOK with the strip. Either way, it's Browns football, and a first down throw goes for 5 to the Chief on the right side. Welcome in, Robot Hyde. Welcome in, John. Stretch it to the left side. Kareem, he's got a first down now inside the red zone to the 20. Well, they'll say he's at the 20. Great run there for Kareem to pick up the first down on 2nd and 5.
So far, no picks. The only turnover has been that fumble we just saw.
Correct. John, I don't know which quarterback you're referring to. We haven't really seen enough of the football game to say consistently poor judgment. Unless you are a longtime Baker Mayfield fan.
Yeah, or just Browns fan and was saying, speaking of Baker.
Ooh. Peoples-Jones kind of caught it. It looked like maybe Dante Jackson thought he was going to jump the route, kind of ended up running past Peoples-Jones, who catches it, and he's down to the 4, 1st and goal Browns. You'd like to see maybe Brissett throw that a little bit earlier, Kit, as he kind of already waited for Peoples-Jones to establish that break.
Yeah, we've seen that a few times in this game already, kind of the late judgment throw from Brissett. He's got to get out there on timing, because those routes are all timed to, be in a spot at a time, or in location when the throw is supposed to arrive. So waiting on that throw gives the defense the opportunity to make a jump on the play. Fortunate that time that he was able to shield the ball from the defender.
Indeed, 2nd and goal. They'll pitch it left side again. Broken 1 tackle this time, but he'll still be kind of gang tackled around the line of scrimmage. So good 2 first plays of this 1st and goal situation. Now a 3rd and goal. Brissett steps back into a shotgun. He'll throw here. Pressure comes right up his face. He will take another sack right down Broadway. Matt Ioannidis, the former Washington Commander, and that'll be the 2nd red zone sack for the Panthers, forcing the Browns to turn to Cade York.
Well, you're going to see it right here. Teller just fell down. I mean, that was weird. Really odd. He got off balance, which is not like him at all. But he just kind of got off balance there to the side. Ioannidis came blasting right up the middle, almost a bull rush through the guy. But because Teller was off balance, he went sideways and just fell down. That was kind of an ugly set there for Teller.
Was 13-7 though. Browns able to pick up 3 more off of the JOK fumble that was picked up by Greg Newsome, as that kick will be kneeled. First down at the 25 as Matt Rule talks to Christian McCaffrey. There you can see 7 carries, 11 yards, a touchdown, and a fumble here to start his 2022 campaign. James, you're right. We did see a lot of those in that game, but Jackson at least just missed, or Peoples-Jones a little better job of kind of coming back to that football. Again, it wasn't super late. It was just a little bit later than I would have liked it. You want to see that arm start to move before he even makes that chop step to turn around. Yep. Nice hit there to knock the ball out by Greedy. Yeah, Mason, I didn't watch enough of the game to say that Stafford's arm looked dead, but it certainly seemed like every time I was flipping them, nice play there by Greg Newsome. Yeah. Certainly seemed like every time I was watching, he was not completing passes.
Yeah, his motion actually looked a little off to me. He was dropping his elbow, which he doesn't normally. He was dropping his elbow and kind of short-arming it a bit. And as a result, what that affects is the release point of the ball. So he was sailing the ball a little bit high because his timing on the release point was off because his throw mechanics were off because of his elbow. That's what it looked like to me, at least.
Brissett now will climb the completely wide open pocket for 6. That was weird. Like Teller and Chubb were blocking no one. Hey, Bo, welcome in. Long time indeed, but you're always welcome home here, my friend. Little boot to the right side. Levels picked. There's the first one of the day as Peoples-Jones kind of whiffed on it. Dante Jackson picks it off. And didn't like that option. Again, one of those play action boot levels concepts, and he maybe went to the one that was the most covered, it looked like.
Yeah, it did.
Oh, it was the comeback to Peoples-Jones. What it is, it was not, it was that, look at Peoples-Jones like putting his hands up in the air awkwardly.
Yeah, that was weird.
What was supposed to be happening.
Well, and I think that might have just been miscommunication too on the comeback, because it looked like he was throwing it out like he was expecting an out route, not a comeback. And then Peoples-Jones kind of reacts to it oddly. So that was weird.
Not a great throw indeed. Now the turnovers settle one apiece. Let's see if the Panthers can score off of it, but Clowney's going to get a big sack back to the 39-yard line, 3rd and 21.
I don't know why Jordan Elliott is making the safety motion like they just scored a safety.
Yeah,
they did not.
He's just super pumped about a big play. Maybe he's prophesying what will come later.
Maybe he's saying the next one will be for a safety if
maybe
Baker runs
third and 21 here. Yeah, the old run the wrong direction for 20 yards sack from Madden 20.
Right.
And they'll throw it left side and short. Newsome will usher. That's Laviska Chenal, the new Panther receiver, out of bounds. But a 4th and 11, and now the Browns will receive the punt. So no harm on that Brissett pick. Again, it looked like you had Njoku coming across on that levels concept. Tried to go with a bigger comeback option. And now Hecker's going to angle this one out of bounds, but out of bounds at the 30. So not a great punt, just a net of about 20 yards there.
Yeah, ugly. Yeah, Bo, we're super amped up here for real Browns football back finally tomorrow. So exciting. I think this is going to be a really fun season to watch.
Very much agree. All right, here we go. 2 tight ends in the game. Nick Chubb, he's been really good today. Breaking more tackles. Give him 8 on his first touch. 2nd and 2 now. He's averaging 6.7 a pop to start the season. That'll work. Here he is again up the middle now. Chubb breaking tackles. He's going to be right at the line. They'll give him the spot. First down. No messing around from the chain gang that time. Just first down achieved. Now Kareem into the game. Split zone look left side. Kareem, another nice 5 or 6 yard run there as he's got 22 yards now. Sheesh.
It's interesting they've been attacking quite so much up the middle. That is actually the strength of this defense in terms of the run game. Because they got the big bodies in the middle, but much lighter edge presence. Some smaller guys you could probably take advantage of out there on the perimeter. So I'd expect more of the perimeter run really in the game, but having some success up the middle nonetheless.
Here's a big 3rd and 2, and they hand it off again to Chubb, and he succeeds with the first down. Hey Diablo, welcome in. Yeah, James, I don't have any control of the weather. It's just random. So. But yes, I know there's supposed to be like thunderstorms. As if here's a big throw on first down. He's got his man again. Peoples-Jones into Panther territory as we reach the 2-minute warning. Browns are up to the 31 with 1:59 to go.
Yeah, it sounds like it's going to be one of those on and off again, kind of misting a lot of the time, 1,000% humidity games.
Sounds like a Nick Chubb situation. Here's a little throw to Kareem Hunt out of the backfield, and he's up to the 11-yard line. Give him 20 yards. Brissett is 12 for 16, Bo. You can do that math. Even I can do that math. (13-7) Browns in no real hurry here. Still have all 3 timeouts if they want it. Here's a short throw to the right side. Kareem, he's got room. Touchdown, Browns! Wide open out of the backfield. Kareem Hunt into the end zone for Cleveland.
Yes, Mason, exactly what happened. That was a sweet little play. Kareem just so open. Very easy little dump off to him, and just does all the work himself to get in. But yes, Phil did absolutely star up a bunch of run plays, which is why we're seeing a lot more running, which has been very successful for the Browns so far, because that's, guess what they do best.
What they do best. 8 plays, 70 yards, 3:15. Welcome in, Terry. Good to have you on. 20-7. Excuse me, choking on my water here. And this kick will go from York, taken 1 or 2 yards deep, out of the end zone, and then ripped to the ground. Oh, no broken tackle. Tony Fields was the first one that got there. And how about Kareem Hunt playing a little special teams as well?
Yeah, scoring
the touchdown. Not sure how realistic that is.
Yeah. Scoring the touchdown. Thought he'd get himself some action in the kick coverage too. Why not?
Why not? Terry, it's all sim. Computer versus computer. I don't do nothing. We've had times where we've done coach mode, but even then all I do is call the play and then snap it. Baker back to pass. 1st and 10. He'll chuck it deep left side. And just knocked away, but also out of bounds as he was looking once again for DJ Moore. 2nd and 10. They'll go do a delayed handoff up the middle. A little draw for McCaffrey. Kind of catches. Oh, sweet little juke move as JJ3 will want to turn off that tape, and they'll go hurry up now for the Browns, and then they'll call timeout rather for the Panthers. You're surprised they're doing so well. They've got good play. I don't know why nobody thinks the Browns are good. They've got a really good roster.
They do. It's an outstanding roster, and yeah, I know people are down on Brissett, but I think he is consistent enough, and he doesn't turn the ball over a lot. So that's really all you need with a team that's got a stacked roster, especially a stacked running back room and a stacked O-line.
And now Baker's going to boot right into another sack. That's the 3rd, technically the 2nd and a half sack for Clowney here in the first half. 2nd and 18, he'll fire right side. Knocked away by Denzel Ward against Robbie Anderson. Mason, I have not experimented with it yet, so we'll have to stand by on that. Bob, is everything all right over there, Diablo, or is it just bad weather, or did you have some sort of bomb threat or something that all of your sporting events have been canceled in the UK? Oh, never mind. I retract my statement. I remember what significant event has happened in the UK this week. Yes, that makes perfect sense. Well, you're welcome to join us, and yes, she was a hell of a lady. God save the Queen. 23 seconds, Kit. You want to get aggressive, or you want to just get this thing to halftime?
I think it's going to depend on what happens here. Obviously, they look coming out like they're going to be aggressive if they have a big play here, although they're just going to run up the middle, draw, but it's going to work nicely. That was entertaining. Anyway, so with running the ball, they're probably just looking to get in halftime. I'm not sure why you'd run a draw there necessarily, just maybe hoping something would work, but, just going to go to the locker room after all that anyway.
Enough time to hand it off a second time, but that run got Nick Chubb into the zone. That's which should hopefully carry over. He's got 91 yards here in the first half. That's the way to do it. All right, Bo, good to see you on as well. Take care of yourself. Yes, Mason, obviously I knew that. I didn't, took me a minute to put 2 and 2 together. What happened in the UK that they would cancel all the sporting events? Oh, I'm an idiot. All right, halftime here in Carolina. Browns will get the second half kick up 20-7. They got some momentum. They're running the ball extremely well. Stefanski calling a pretty nice game here. Again, I didn't change anything from his playbook. It was basically like everything in the playbook was situationally starred at a half star. So I just added like a full star to some running plays. Just enough to try to get them, I think, which is what we're going to see, which is a little bit more of a run-pass, like run-heavy offense, especially early in games.
Yeah, I expect you'll see quite a bit of that.
Here's Brissett now. He'll throw right side. Looked like he was maybe going for Chubb out of the backfield, but it will actually be caught by David Njoku on the sideline. Give him 8 on the first completion. Kind of floated that one up there, and you can see there Corey Littleton, the linebacker, a little bit late in reacting to the throw.
Well, I think Chubb thought initially it was for him, then realized it was sailing over his head, so kind of interesting.
I agree. 13 personnel again as well. They'll run it to the left side with Chubb. He's going to get stopped right at the line, and fortunately he gets at least a yard. Otherwise he loses that glowing X. Yeah, Mason, I think if Chubb has 91 yards in the first half, we're probably in decent shape as well.
Oh, yeah.
Brissett, now he'll just go ahead and eat this one. Nobody open downfield. Luvu gets in there as well as Brian Burns. Frankie Luvu, the linebacker, and now a 4th and 11, and the Browns will go 3 and out here on their opening drive as Jedrick Wills got beat, kind of chasing back to the quarterback like, look out, Jacoby. That's my Jedrick Wills voice. I'm assuming that's how he talks. Look out, Jacoby. All right, Baker's first drive of the second half. He's been fine. Hasn't made the big mistake yet, but also hasn't made that huge play yet. Again, giving the ball to McCaffrey has been the most effective thing, and a couple of nice catches for DJ Moore as well. Haven't really seen anything from the tight ends. Tommy Tremble, there's a little slant to the right side, but just 8 for 17 for 81 yards so far for Baker. You love Luvu. Is he one of your guys, James? James is our resident Panther fan for all of the other folks on the chat who don't know that. He's been with us for a long time. He's a Cleveland fan with other sports, but lives in the Charlotte area, so he comes by it honestly. Look how much nicer Matt Rule looks too. Gosh. Very nice to get him upgraded with Stefanski. They got back in the lab and fixed a couple of those things as well. Here's a delayed handoff up the middle, and this time the Browns are waiting for him. Jordan Elliott again. He's kind of quietly had a really nice day here, Jordan Elliott has.
Hey, yes.
Which would sort of back up what we had been hearing in camp. Is now pressure coming. Baker, oh, just out of the arms of Robbie Anderson, who was wide open, just couldn't bring it in. 3rd and 9.
And that recipe for success, again, affecting Baker with that pressure. Just off, and that's all it takes, just being a little off. And the next one, something like that could get picked.
Truly a game of inches. Throw it short to McCaffrey, makes one man miss, but he can't make the other 3 miss, and he'll be short at the 37, but I would assume that this is going to be Zane Gonzalez territory. He'll be kicking here from about 49, maybe 50 yards. And they will bring Gonzalez in out of the hold of Sam Darnold, who I guess is technically the backup quarterback. And Gonzalez rips it. It looks like wide left to me. Missed it. Zane Gonzalez. That one's going to be wide left. You saw the pressure there from Emerson maybe getting in his head a little bit, but he just sort of yanks it left. And the Browns will get great field position.
Yeah, and speaking of which, I think Zane is hurt too. I want to say they picked up a kicker for this game.
Oh, is he? James, is Zane out? I missed that too. Man, off my game. It's my busiest time of the year, so I've been had all of the normal amount of extra time to make sure everybody's 53s are correct and stuff yet. Oh, he's out for the year? Oh man, he tore his ACL warming up for the Bills game? Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. I completely missed that. Who is your kicker now?
It's
that sucks super bad.
Pietro or something. I can't remember his name, something like that. James will know.
James will know. 3rd and 8. Brissett fires deep left side. Caught on the sideline! It's the 15-yard line, and it's Donovan Peoples-Jones. What a catch. He's got 5 for 108 in the game.
That was sweet. Nice little just climb the ladder type catch here. Off the back foot, too. It's kind of ugly mechanics, but it works for Brissett.
Yes, it did. How about that throw and that catch and that's what Peoples-Jones does. I mean, that's real to who he is. 9:20 to go. Chubb still in the zone. They'll stretch it to the right side. He'll get past the first line, but not past the second line as he's knocking on the door of 100 yards here in the season opener. Still a 20-7 lead for the Browns. After the kicker the kicker that will not be named was not able to make the field goal, and now Brissett will miss his open receiver, Eddie Pinheiro. Okay, thank you. You were close, yeah. I remember Eddie Pinheiro. He's been on a few teams. Bears, Buccaneers, I think. 3 tight ends to the left, back to pass. Big drop for Brissett. Now he's going to go ahead and eat another red zone sack on 3rd down. Frankie Luvu one more time. Oof. 4 sacks now for the Carolina Panthers, and I think they have all been in the red zone. At least 3 of them have been in the red zone.
Diablo, I don't think there's any real truth to that. I think Cade York's going to be fine for the game.
Yeah, we've had a little bit of.
They rested him before the game, but again, he was a single kicker in all of training camp. Usually, you have at least 2 camp legs, if not more, and then but usually at least 2. So he's taken every rep for all of training camp. Plus, he had never done kickoff before, so you throw that in as well on top of it. He's got to learn it to be effective at it. So it's not surprising to me they gave him a rest. And I don't think it's anything to be too concerned about either. Yeah.
Yes, we chatted about that on the Discord channel, and if you've not yet joined us on our Discord channel, you can do that. You can chat with us between these sims. There is a description. The description of this video, there is an invite link. 2nd and 8, stretch it to the right side. McCaffrey just can't get around. Brown jerseys swarming to him now. 14 carries, 29 yards for Run CMC. Hey, John, welcome in. 3rd and 7 now. Mayfield floating it over the middle and over everybody's head and incomplete.
Yeah, kind of fortunate.
Another punt.
Kind of fortunate that one wasn't picked, because back on the back end, I think it was JJ3 had a shot at a pick. If he I don't think he saw the ball, because if he, instead of running up to defend the receiver, if he's tracking the ball, takes a couple steps back, and he probably picks that one.
Indeed. Here's Felton. Whoop, sweet little jump cut. Whoop, little spin move. He's past the 35, and he'll go down at the 37. Nice little return there from Felton as we get a look at Donovan Peoples-Jones coming back out on the field. 5 for 108 here in this game. Things are pretty solid, John. Pretty solid. Here's a 13 personnel look again for the Browns. They'll give it to Kareem, right side, breaking the first tackle of Wilson, and now he'll go down at the 41-yard line, give him 4. He doesn't have the yards that Nick Chubb has, but he's got the touches, and they've been intentional about giving him the football. Now here's Chubb with some opportunity for a little bang cut, and he follows the hole nicely. 3rd and inches. That's a rough spot there.
Yeah, I thought for sure he had that. Interesting that they're not going to credit him with a first down on that one.
Very possible, Mason. Very possible. Look at the Browns. 30 runs, 20 passes. You think that's exactly what they're going to want, too. Left side again, Chubb. Now he's got the first down, and he's got the 50. Up to 109 yards for Nick Chubb on 20 tough carries here today. Shaq Thompson with another tackle. One of the leaders of that Panther defense here. 23-7 with about 5 to go. Now they're going to stretch it left side again with Chubb. He's going to get bounced backwards, and he will lose the yardage, and that will take him out of the zone. Xavier Woods, former Cowboys safety, makes the tackle there for the Panthers. Set in a shotgun on 2nd and 12. And they're going to float it deep left side to Cooper, and then knocked away. Nice coverage by C.J. Henderson. Maybe like an RPO or something, and he just threw the go route right away.
Yeah.
Madden has tried their best to incorporate RPO into the game as Brissett fires again and knocked away once again.
Interesting read there.
Yeah.
I thought he had David Bell pretty wide open, but tried to hit Cooper instead in some pretty good coverage, and instead they're going to have to punt. Little coffin corner here.
Is she actually? She's actually a Browns fan. Just you're saying that she's the Hugh Jackson of politics.
Oh no.
Oh no. What does 0-31 look like for a prime minister? They'll go to the right side for McCaffrey. He'll pick up 7, one of his better runs of the day. So 23-7. Panthers needing to get some points. There's a throw to the tight end and then a broken tackle. It's Ian Thomas, and he is a physical specimen for sure, and he'll break several tackles en route to the 34-yard line and a big first down. Hey, Darnell, welcome in. Go Browns. Baker. Pressure again, and he's going to get hit. This time it was Taven Bryan, and then another one for Jadeveon Clowney. That gives him 3 full sacks on the day. Whew. Hey, Rick, welcome in. Go Browns. As you can see there, Taven Bryan hit him first. 2nd and 19 now. 2:40 to go in the game. Baker under center. He'll stretch it left side to McCaffrey, who kind of squeezes through the hole, and then he'll be wrestled to the ground by Owusu Koromoa. Little bunch trips to the right side. Back to pass Mayfield. Browns rushing. Here comes Miles chasing, and he'll get him again. Miles and Clowney again combining. Just say, I'll see you at Baker. Go. 5th sack of the day for the Demolition Dogs.
Yeah, you can tell they're a little amped up for this one, as they're eager to take down number 6 there.
Yes, they are,
and taking advantage of the rookie, and the line here getting a little bit abused.
Yep, Ike Ekwonu on that Jadeveon Clowney side, as Miles usually shifts over to the right tackle side in the quote-unquote pass rushing formations. Is a nice return from Felton up across midfield. Okay, John's dropping his official playoff predictions there. Good to see somebody have the Browns. Man, I listened to like every single show on our local talk radio. They all went through like their full NFL predictions on Thursday before the game, and not a single person had the Browns even in the playoffs.
Oh, I do. I do.
third or fourth in the North just across the board. It's like, sheesh. I get it. We have an elite quarterback who doesn't get to play for a lot of the season. I get it. But still, we have really good. We went 500 with a dude who had no arm last year. Like, we have a good team.
Yeah, it's discounting this defense entirely, which is a huge oversight. It's one of the best in the NFL, if not the best. It's discounting the running game and the line. I know people are worried about the passing attack, but I don't think it's going to be as that one was ugly.
Yep, there's one of your Bills Rams jumped routes for a pick. Jack Conklin will make the tackle, but a first down at the 34 for the Panthers. There's Xavier Woods again, second pick of the day for Jacoby Brissett. Second turnover of the day for the Browns.
And I guess you could make the argument the AFC is absolutely stacked right now, so it's going to be tough to come out of the AFC.
Sure
but still, I mean, I think this team is in the right place. They've got the right players. They've got a good mindset. I'm happy with where they're at. I think they're settled in, and I think they're going to be very good.
Indubitably. 2nd and 3, pressure up the middle, and Miles and Clowney again. I think that's 2 full sacks for Miles now, because it's 4 half sacks for Miles now. Sheesh. 3rd and 17. End of the 3rd quarter here. Flip the field, still 23-7. 3rd and 17 awaiting Baker Mayfield here again. Browns stiffening nicely after the interception.
Yeah, Mason, I don't know that anyone in our sim has ever, on a Browns roster for any sim season that we've ever done here on the channel, I don't know that anybody's ever beaten Myles Garrett in terms of total sacks in a season.
That's true. He's partially because we see him play every game, and we know that the sack and turnover numbers, because our quarterbacks are always the most sacked quarterbacks in the sim seasons anyway, just because we see them get sacked.
Oh, yeah, no, I was talking specific just to the Browns roster. Nobody else has even come close to Myles Garrett in terms of... Now, Clowney has gotten a lot of sacks as well, just not at Myles, not at the pace that Myles has been getting them.
Dion, I do not. I didn't spend enough time pregame. I did, but I was worried about... I started up some plays, some running plays in the playbook, and then made sure that I did some formation subs to get Kareem and Nick Chubb into some different formations. So I did not. Oh, ball comes out, and it's going to be picked up by the Panthers. Nick Chubb fumbles.
Those are rare.
Oof.
Those are very rare.
23-10. And maybe just a shred. I can't even see. There's just bodies everywhere. Looked like the same thing. That second body that hit him. And that camera isn't really helping anything anyway. But no booth review. So the Browns with 3 turnovers, just trying to let Carolina back into the game here.
Certainly are, and plenty of time to get it done too for Carolina.
Indeed. Another short field. McCaffrey up the middle, and he'll get taken down by Clowney and Delpit. Man, Clowney's having a whale of a football game here.
Yeah, sure is.
Back to pass, Baker. Firing left side. Short little out route to the tight end, Thomas. Haven't even seen Tremble today, but we've seen Thomas for 4 big catches, 25 yards. Mayfield again incomplete. He threw a fireball, but was not fully ready to be received, and so they'll kick another field goal for you just to make you feel good.
Yeah, there were some interesting storylines in that. Going back to that Rams-Bills game, just folks you didn't see, like where was Akers in that game?
He did hardly played.
Where was he had like 3 carries for 0 yards? Where was Knox? I think he had like 1 catch for maybe 5. You had, just a bunch of people that you expected to be active in that game or more productive in that game, just nothing.
Here comes Kareem left side. Tries to get a few. He'll get a few. 2nd and 8 now. So the Browns going to try to just suck the air out of this football. Back to pass Brissett. Maybe they won't suck the air out of the football. And Shaq Thompson. Oh, the ball comes out, but is picked up by Jed Wills, and his momentum takes him 5 yards back.
That was the
3rd and 28. Now a strip sack for Shaq Mason.
That was the ugliest. I mean, that went right back to old school run backwards sack style bad nonsense. That was dumb. Just cover it up. And they're taught to cover it up.
Brissett, don't take that safety. He's going to chuck it deep to the left side. Caught on the no, incomplete. He was out of bounds anyway, but
late
does come out less.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a new thing. It'll be like an early breakup or a late breakup. Like if the defender breaks it up, like, well, you know what I mean. Early in the play or late in the play. Nice punt from the goal line. Fair caught at the 50, so he got it 50 yards there. And once, that's right, a Shack sack, like the Shake Shack. All right, here we go. 10-point lead for the Browns, but the last sort of 6 minutes of football has really kind of belonged momentum-wise to the Carolina Panthers because the Browns have been sloppy with the football.
Yep. And now they're really dominating the field position game and in a position to come right back in this.
Yep, here's Baker again. Ian Thomas coming across the middle. He's got a first down to the 36 as that puts Baker over 150 yards through the air in the day. 5 catches now for Ian Thomas. Probably not, John. That would be pretty wild. 23-13 now, 10:40 on the clock, fourth quarter. The home team, Carolina Panthers, with just a smidgen of momentum to their credit now. 5 wide, quick little throw across the middle. That's McCaffrey. He'll spin and Walker will drag him to the ground. First time we really called Anthony Walker's name. 7 yards on McCaffrey, who had lined up outside as a receiver. Here's another quick short throw across the middle. Ian Thomas. So he's really dialed in here with Ian Thomas. Another look at that throw as Moten's laying on the ground. But another first down here for Matt Rule and his Carolina Panthers. Reminders. Pretty funny. First and 10 now, 9:34. Starting to feel just a touch nervy for the brown and the orange. Baker back to pass. Blitz right up the middle because they're running screen. It's McCaffrey with blockers, but it's blown up. A.J. Green, what a heck of a play there for a loss of 1.
Yeah, just fought through a block to make that tackle. That was a great play from A.J. Green.
There's a little quick throw over the middle again, and a missed tackle from Walker gives a first down to Ian Thomas.
Yeah, just ran right past him.
He did. They're taking a lot of time, but they've now got a first and goal. Hey, Lila Football, welcome in. 8:30 on the clock now. Baker in a shotgun once again. Back to pass against a 4-man rush. Browns, he'll dump it right side to McCaffrey. Browns pursuing, and they'll get him quickly. Taki gets him. Going to be a no gain on the play. Good tackle by Sione right there. Back to pass. Miles gets free. Here comes the pressure, and Baker will feel it and throw it away. Smart play from 6 there. 3rd and goal now from the 8. Trips to the left side, including... Oh, now McCaffrey will spread out to the right side where Denzel Ward will pick him up. Baker empty backfield. Back to pass. Pressure is taken care of for now. Now it breaks down. Now he'll roll. Now he'll spin. Now he'll roll. Now he'll fire, and incomplete. He had Anderson again. Tough throw on the run, incomplete, and so now it's the kicker not named Zane Gonzalez in one more time, and his chip shot is up and good. 23.
And normally Baker is so
16.
good at throwing, on the run like that. That's his wheelhouse. So a bit surprising that he was unable to get that one connected downfield, because if that was caught, probably makes it into the end zone. He had space.
Well, I will tell you, having played a little bit of my own franchise, and other Madden players will know that when you're rolling the opposite direction, it nerfs you. It'll say rolling the wrong way, and it'll make your passes more inaccurate. You're like, but the guy's still wide open, and I didn't bullet. Anyway, it's their way of trying to make it quote unquote more realistic. 7:30 on the clock. Not sure why we're throwing there, or here rather. He's going to float it right side into triple coverage, and it's knocked away by 3 people. What is Brissett? What are we doing right now?
I don't know, but you certainly don't want to be doing that, because now we're well behind the sticks here on a 3rd and 10.
What is happening here? Brissett with time though. It fires, and he's got an open man. It's Peoples-Jones. Needed that one. Absolutely huge. Can we please hand the football off?
Yes, that's what you do when you're ahead late in the game and you got Nick Chubb and Kareem Hunt in a line like this.
Now here's Chubb up the middle, bullying his way through defenders. He's got the 50-yard line plus a couple more. 5-yard gain. Still no chew clock mode officially. Chubb left side, big hole, 40, 35 to the 30. He's got one man to beat, and he kind of gets thrown down by two. Late help there from Lloyd, but that's Xavier Woods, the safety, who drags him down. Big run for Chubb, and he celebrates with a first down.
Like he would never do.
Like he would never do. 1st and 10 now, 5:48 to go. Right side, out route. Quick little safe throw to the Chief for 3. Keep him off guard, I guess, a little bit. Kind of an extension of the run game. 6 kind of quiet catches today for the Chief, 34 yards. Now here's Chubb, gets it up the middle, and he'll run right into Damian Wilson, the middle linebacker. 3rd and 5, but the clock she runs. Back to pass, big drop back, and another, can't technically call it a red zone sack because they were at the 22, but Gross Matos gets back there, and once again, Brissett just taking terrible sacks on 3rd downs here in this game.
Yep.
Hey, Growing Gardeners, welcome on. Yep, it's been a solid one so far. Here's York from about 52. We'll see how it looks. Kick is up, it's got plenty of leg, and it drills it. Man, that thing would have been good from 62 as Cade York drills it through the uprights. And the Browns extend their lead now back to 13. Still a 2-score game, but up to 10 rather, taking it to a 2-score game from 7. Mathing is hard. 4 minutes to go here in the game now. 26-16. Does Baker have the comeback in him that he just never seemed to be able to do in Cleveland? Short of that one game in Cincinnati. Mayfield now rolling, spinning, firing over the middle, tipped, and almost picked. It's got to be picked.
You got to pick that for sure. 3 guys getting their hands on it. They all had a chance, and none of them able to come away with it.
Yes, they did. Here's Baker, quick little wheel route to the right side of McCaffrey. That's a safe place to go with the ball. Give him 13 and a first down as we're under 4 minutes to go in the football game now. Clock running. They'll say that he didn't step out of bounds, or if he did, he stepped out on his, not of his own will or whatever that weird rule is. Here's another little tight end drag across the middle to Thomas, breaking tackles and fighting his way for near another first down. They'll say 2nd and inches. Ian Thomas has been a nice spark today for the Panther offense. Mayfield fires, and this one's going to be picked. He threw it right to Denzel, 40, 35, 30, and then roped out of bounds by Baker at the 18, and that should do it. We had been waiting for it all game. We felt like it was coming, and Baker delivers there. Not even sure who that was supposed to be to, but you could see the pressure provided from Myles Garrett is the reason he had to throw that one early, and there it is.
Yep, the pressure.
Costly turnover.
Yep, pressure created an ugly throw. Denzel capitalized, and that was just what you needed right there to put this one away.
Indeed. Still not sure why we're throwing the football out route to David Njoku. Give him another 5 yards. 242 through the air for Jacoby Brissett with his 2 picks and his 2 touchdowns. Yeah, I'm not sure how much he was throwing to Denzel in practice anyway. As we've reached the 2-minute warning here, 26-16. Does look like the Browns will hold on and win this one, James. Very much looking forward to the game as an option keeper for Brissett. As they run the little option, and now the Panthers will call their first time out.
Yeah, maybe don't call an option keeper when you're in chew clock. Just, I don't know why you would risk Brissett there.
3rd and 4.
I know he's a big body, but still.
Chubb, first down. What a carry to the 5, and he might go all the way into the 2. First and goal now from the Browns. Hey, Paul, welcome in.
Yeah, he does. Paul, he does have a proclivity for turning the ball over on game-winning or attempted game-winning drives. In overtime and in late games. Just for whatever reason, that seems to be the time he throws some ugly picks that you just really, really wish to have back.
Here's Kareem Hunt up the middle. Touchdown! That one will officially close the door all the way. Kareem Hunt, he's worked hard today. He had a touchdown catch, and now he's got a touchdown run. And the Browns will get out of Charlotte with a win here in week 1. Tried to give it away late, but credit the defense. Credit Denzel Ward. Again, your best players making plays when you need them to, and then the icing on the cake there from Kareem Hunt. Hey Daniel, welcome in. Glad he bet the over, he says. I don't know what the over-under is for this. More than 49, I'm guessing. .141 to go on the clock. Appreciate everybody being on with us. 42 is the over. Okay, well, there you go.
I was just looking it up. It is 42.
Appreciate everybody being on. Phil Nagy, Kit Nagy. We are Nagy on Sports. We'll be doing this all season long. We will sim every Browns game before it happens. And then time permitting, maybe another special game or two. And then obviously when we get to the playoffs, we will do all of those games as well, as this one's going to float out of bounds incomplete. So very much appreciate it. If you haven't had a chance to sub the channel, we would appreciate that as we continue to push for 1,000, over 860 right now, which is awesome. Thank you guys so much for that. As Baker's going to chuck this one deep down the middle, and it's kind of volleyball swatted away there by the Browns defense, 3rd and 10. So thank you so much, subscribers. You guys are the best.
Deanna, I don't know who you'd think they'd replace him with. I'm not even remembering his name, but their quarterback room is very much injured right now. Sam Darnold is on IR, as is the rookie
Matt Corral.
Matt Corral, yeah.
Is it Walker, James? Are you still on? Here's
yeah,
a nice
it's PJ Walker. That's who it is. You're right.
Still PJ Walker. Okay.
Yeah. So
thank you for liking the video as well, Daniel. Appreciate that. Floats it to the left side. McCaffrey one more time. Baker now 44 pass attempts, just 239 yards. And an interception. 2nd and 7. Baker, short throw over the middle again, but this one's actually going to be dropped by Thomas. Good coverage for JJ3. Baker on a 3rd and 7. Just really been peppered all day by the Browns defensive line, specifically Clowney and Garrett, who just felt like they lived in the backfield for so much of the game. A little bit more prevent look here now. Fires it open. That's our first look at Tommy Tremble, their first tight end. He's got his first touch of the day, and it's a first down to the 20. See if the Browns can keep him out of the end zone. They'll throw it to Robbie Anderson right at the sticks, and he'll get out of bounds. 6 seconds left. Could be the last play of the game here. Welcome in, Race. Good to have you on. Go Browns indeed. 2nd and 1. He'll roll, and he'll take a fitting way to end the game with Jadeveon Clowney sacking him just one more time. And the Browns victorious 33-16 will be your final score here from Charlotte. Excuse me. Panthers go down to the Browns. Some hugs happening down there. You can see Baker hugging Jacoby Brissett because those two were teammates. But that's how it's going to roll. Kit, why don't you wrap it up here, and I'll start going through some stats.
Yeah, certainly an interesting game here in this one, as the rushing attack for the Browns was an important early establishment. They did that and really kind of took control of this game early. Late in the game, it looked like they were ready to give it up and allow the Panthers to get back in it and have a chance to win. But Baker throwing a late pick on a potential game-winning drive is not something that Browns fans are unaccustomed to, unfortunately. So that's what ends up being the demise here for the Panthers, and the Browns come away with at least in our sim, and hopefully to replicate in real life, a change of fortunes in Game 1.
Yes, that's right. Getting their Game 1 woes out of there. All right, so you saw the Panther stats there. Brissett, 19 of 31 for 242, those 2 touchdowns and the 2 interceptions. Again, we talked about Nick Chubb, 27 for 142 and 12 broken tackles. Kareem Hunt, 12 for 29. Shame that Chubb couldn't get into the end zone in this one for sure as well. David Njoku, your leading catcher, 7 for 40 for him, 6 for 131 for Donovan Peoples-Jones, and then the 2 touchdowns were by Kareem Hunt and Amari Cooper. A singular catch for David Bell and Harrison Bryant. Tough day for Jedrick Wills. He gave up 5 of the 6 sacks, which is it's going to be a tough day at the office, but at least it's a victory Monday. 14 tackles for Wusu Koromoa, 13 of them for Jadavian Clowney, including 8 TFLs. Let's go, Jadavian. What a game for him. He also had 4.5 sacks, 2 for Miles, 1 for Elliott, and then a half for Taven Bryan. Denzel Ward had the pick at the end of the game.
4.5. I was just going to say real quick, 4.5 tying the Myles Garrett Chicago effort.
Oh, very true. And, of course, 4 for 4 was Senior Cade York. So, appreciate that. Again, if it stands, we'll let it happen because we force win to match the actual NFL realities to get the correct playoff matchups. So we will not actually know if any of those stats stay saved or not. So we'll just leave it as is for now. But appreciate everybody being on with us. This one was a lot of fun. Dion, I'll give it some serious thought. It's just such a long season to commit to. But it would be fun because, man, they're going to be so good this year for sure. Picking up the Spida. So you can see the rest of the Week 1 games that are coming. Our Sims have already showed the Bills winning 48-28 and now the Browns winning 33-16. Appreciate everybody being on. You guys are the best. Again, hop on the Discord channel with us. Use the link that is in the description of this video. And it was Owusu Koromoa, John, if you want me to go back. Like I said, I think it was JOK. So he had a pretty solid game.
Yeah, JOK.
Take a look at it.
JOK was the, at least for the real Browns, JOK was the winner of the individual.
Yeah.
It was.
And he just got 10,000 XP as well. So
nice. And then Bone Collector went to for the most takeaways went to Bell, D'Anthony Bell, and then JJ3's team, who was absolutely stacked. Won the because Bell was on it, as was JJ3 and JOK.
Yes.
So they of course took the team one.
So anyway, appreciate you guys being on. Have a great rest of your day. Oh, what I was saying, hop on the Discord with us because Kit and I will be chatting about the Browns game during the Browns game.
That's right.
So hop on with us tomorrow as you are able to do that via the Discord channel as well. You guys have a great rest of your day. Enjoy the rest of the awesome college football. That Texas-Bama game was pretty nuts for sure. And NFL's back, baby. Week 1 officially tomorrow. Have a great one. Enjoy it. For Kid out on the left coast, Phil here in Central Ohio, we are Nagy on Sports, guys. Take care of yourselves. Have a super duper night. And as always, go